What's up guys, this is Jonathan with South Coast of Science. I'm here to give you a quick unboxing review, first impressions of the new FX BOBCAT MK2 with tons of accessories. This is going to be a huge unboxing. With everything you see on the table, minus one tank, is going to be around $4,000 US retail at the time of this video. This is my first time with a PCP airgun, and by no means do you need everything that's on the table, but for me, I just wanted to have the best experience with my purchase, so I went all out on the accessories. For most of the first half of this video, it's just going to be a quick glimpse of what's on the table. I'll slow it down later for the tanks, the scope, and the gun, because that's what's most important. But if you want to watch the full unboxing review of everything, which is about an hour and 15-minute video, make sure to thumbs this video up 500 times, letting me know you want that video. But until then, let's get to it. So, like I said, this first part of the video will be just a quick glimpse of what I purchased. If you want to go ahead and skip forward, I'll leave it right here. And this is where you'll go to see the main unboxing of the gun, the tanks, the scope. Just so you have a little bit of an idea why I made this big purchase. Me, my dad, and my uncle used to live out in the country, and we used to go shooting all the time, having fun. And then we moved into a subdivision. In a subdivision, you can't shoot real guns. You can go to a gun range, but that can only be done every once in a while. So I turned to BB guns. I'm sure everybody's shot one. I had the one where you load the BBs in the back and you shook it down and loaded them that way. I'm sure you can still find this BB rifle in any Walmart or some version of it. But that's what I had at the time. Then I grew up and I wanted something a little bit more powerful, a little bit more accurate. So I went to a spring gun. This provided better accuracy, easier loading. You still had to load one pellet at a time, but it was a muzzle brake, so loading that pellet was much easier. And you didn't have to pump it up 10 times like you did with the old one. It was just one click to lock that spring and you were good to go. The accuracy was right on. I mean, decent for shooting in the backyard. As you'll find out if you ever research spring guns, they're kind of difficult to shoot accurate all the time because you have to hold it in a certain way because of the way the spring works. And sighting in that gun was difficult too because you were always removing it, cocking it, and putting it back down. Okay, here we have the Omega 12 cubic foot tank with a quick release, no kink hose. This is great for portability. You throw this in your range bag and you're good to go for about 3 fill-ups. I also purchased the 75 cubic foot tank, which is good for about 17 fill-ups. This is good to fill that small tank up or straight to your Bobcat. Okay, here's the Bobcat itself. I also purchased a couple fittings. This makes it easier to connect to that no kink hose to fill up from either the smaller tank or the bigger tank. If you noticed earlier in the video, I also purchased a hand pump to also connect to this fitting. Okay, this is the silencer that comes on the Bobcat. I had them change it out for a Hug-It moderator. It is a little bit longer and has the look that I was looking for. They're pretty comparable. Okay, here's the manual. This is kind of generic. It's for a lot of guns on the FX line, but make sure you read and know all safety measures that you need to take before using any firearms. This is not a firearm, it's a pellet gun, but it's still very dangerous. This is a quick look at the stuff that came from AOA. This is the chronograph data and also how the gun was shooting at about 20 yards. As you see, it's going a little bit to the right, but they all basically went in the same hole with 5 shots. I think that was taken on the inside range. I've taken it outside and shot in my backyard, which is about 30 yards, and I've either hit in the same hole or in the size of a dime. Okay, this is a look at the Hug-It moderator. This is where you fill up your gun. It has a little twist cap and you twist it until you see the hole. There you would put your probe in and hook it up to a tank or a hand pump. And this on front is the tank pressure. it goes to about 220 bar, which is about 3000 psi. And now on the bottom, this is a Picatinny rail that I had installed for a bipod. This is a Hawk Sidewinder 30 8 to 32 by 56. This is a great scope, but it actually came in the wrong reticle, so I had to send it back. Here's the selector. It either has 1 or 2, and that varies your power and the speed of your pellet coming out. Okay, and this is what the gun looks like on a gun rest. I'm glad I got this gun rest. I was on the fence of actually getting it because I didn't know if I actually needed it, because it would come with the scope mounted and sighted in. Oh, and I almost just dropped it. But I'm glad I did it because they sent me the wrong scope and scope mounts, so I had to do this process by myself. I also purchased an extra magazine so I wouldn't have to keep on refilling the pellets. If you want to know how to refill the pellets from an FX gun, make sure to comment below and I'll release a video of that, because there's not many on YouTube. This is the cocking lever. It's nice and smooth. And here's the safety. The safety only works once the gun is cocked, and I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it was always safe, whether it had a pellet in the chamber or not. And here it is again, FX BOBCAT MK2 in 25 cal. Here's a quick look at the selector again and down the barrel. I'm really glad I got this Hug It moderator. It really gives that cool look to this bullpup. Make sure to comment down below and let me know what you think about this FX BOBCAT in 25 cal. Right there at the back is the regulator for what the gun is shooting at. And yes, the top of this barrel is kind of greasy. Okay, let's go ahead and install the Atlas bipod. This Atlas bipod is a clone of the first generation of the Atlas bipod. This costs about $30 compared to the $300 of the original Atlas bipod. The action is just about the same, minus the tilt right at the head. But I do love the way these things just snap into place. They work great. And the best part of this is that you can adjust the height on each leg and any angle independent of each other. So no matter the terrain that you're in or whatever your situation, this bipod should fit that. Now let's go ahead and take this FX BOBCAT MK2 25 cal out to the range, my backyard, and let's test it out. This BOBCAT 25 cal MK2 definitely didn't disappoint. It was way more accurate, fun to shoot than any other pellet gun that I had in the past. So if you ever have the chance and ever in a situation where you can buy one, I definitely recommend it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to check back to see more tests with the BOBCAT 25 cal MK2 on how it performs downrange at 50, 100, 150 yards and see how the accuracy holds up. I'm also going to be doing some how-tos on how to mount a scope, change a carbon fiber tank gauge, and some DIY targets. Thank you for stopping by, and I appreciate you finishing this video. Make sure to thumbs this video up, share this video with your friends, and if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I do unboxing, reviews, and how-tos. I do new videos every Friday, so make sure to check back and see what's next. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.